And welcome everyone to the Man Cave. My name is Paul Knapp, and I will be your host for tonight's show. This is season number 3, episode number 38. And waiting in the green room is my good friend and fellow collector, Mr. Chris Rossman. Before I get to him, let me introduce my pals, my ruffians for tonight. Starting off with the Padre himself, Mr. Stacy Armstrong. How are you doing, Stacy?
I'm doing very good, sir. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Of course, we got our newest inductee to this panel, Mr. Ernie from Ernie's Attic.
Hello,
hey, Ernie,
everybody.
what's up? How's it going tonight, buddy?
It's going good. It's going good. Glad to be here.
Of course, we got Mr. Dan, the man, Leather Tan, as always. What's up, Daniel? Can you hear us?
I'm being a ruffian.
Oh, ruffian. That's right. You are the ruffian.
Hey, everybody.
And as always, we have Mr. Sexy, Mr. Rick Bradshaw. What's up, Rick?
How's everyone tonight?
What are we going to do with this dude, man?
I don't know.
Just when I think I have a handle on you guys, you freaking do this kind of stuff to me. So,
hey, Paul, something's wrong with Dan today.
Is it?
Maybe
is it Dan?
Lack of medication. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Maybe his internet will go out and we won't have to deal with it later.
Wrong way.
Hey, Rick, why don't you say hi to everybody that's in the chat room?
Oh, I'm not seeing anybody.
I don't see a chat room.
I don't see one either.
There's a lot. Ronald is here.
Okay.
Murray.
Oh, here they are.
Murray's
Boondoggy.
here. Action Joe.
Oh, there they are. Yep.
No,
I
I had to click on it to open it. Wow.
Yep.
That usually
Hey,
opens
Angelo,
on
we
its
got to
own.
get you back.
Hey,
on
let's
the
all
show.
talk over each other. That works.
Okay. Well, let's play this.
Who should start first?
Ernie had the con. He was the only one who could see it, so I was
Ronald
letting him do it.
McDonald. Yeah. Murray. Big Boss Jack.
G.I. Joe Eat is here.
Yeah.
What
Angelo.
is he
Who's
doing
that guy?
here? I haven't seen that guy since we did our road trip. I thought he hated me.
Yeah, we got to get him on the show.
Oh, what's up?
Adam LeMay's here. What's up,
Adam
Adam?
LeMay. Yeah.
So,
Andy.
Jeff.
Indian Indy.
Andy and Indy's always here. And Jeff from Skunk Works.
Jerry
What's up?
Gonzalez. Nice.
Wow.
What's up, Jerry?
Jeff
Super nice.
67.
So we got to start talking up this Golden Skull thing, man. I already put my video out. I know there was a couple other people that put their videos or pictures out already.
Moondoggy. Moondoggy's got his.
You guys got like 2 weeks before we start this thing.
Yeah, I got to work on mine.
Jeff and I got to get together and figure out between
It
his
has
show
to
and my
be-
show what nights we're going to put this up.
It has to be in by what date?
Well, we're going to kick it off the 1st of October, October.
So September
then-
30th. I'm good till I'll start it then.
Just like you did in school with your homework. I'll do it the night before.
What's homework? I don't know what that is.
Hillbilly Rick's here. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? I think everybody's here to see
Jeff's
Chris
here.
Rossman's man cave, man.
Yeah.
So
Jeff is here.
I didn't tell anybody. So Chris and I hooked up about a year ago. Actually, it was exactly a year ago because it was at it was Joe Lanta last year. Him and his wife Donna came up to my table and we really hit it off. And Donna's actually more fun than Chris, but Donna didn't want to be on the show tonight, so she said her husband will do it. So Chris is on the show tonight, and I guess he's really good friends with Alex Massey, who was our guest last week. So I know they're close. But before we get to them, I'll go around the room and say what is new in your zoo. And Rick, since you are the most quietest one of the 4, I will honor you with going first.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
You didn't raise your hand once, so
I'm not ready. I'm not okay, give me a second. All right. So I just got one thing to show. So this is I'm going to show the front of the box. This is a G.I. Joe classified Cobra Commander battle armor.
Oh.
Okay.
So that was in one cartoon too, but that came later. It was like
Yeah, I know nothing about this at all because I never watched a cartoon or anything.
A real
But I love the body. I love the body, and of course, I gave it one of Angelo's,
we got Cobra Commander. Gave him
and I gave it Angelo's custom cyborg.
Oh,
head he did
that's
for
what
me.
happened to the astronaut.
This is it.
Wow.
This is it.
It looks good, Rick. Looks good.
This is a cool figure. It came out pretty neat.
Yeah.
I got to do some research and send Angelo a couple more pictures and see if he can do another cyborg head for me. because these are really nice. Well, look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable.
Man, Angelo does a really good job, man.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
And I don't know the story, but this figure comes with this ridiculous iguana.
Well, iguanas are like lethal,
They
aren't
are.
they? Oh yeah, yeah. They just like tear you up. It's like an adventure. It's at the Venture Brothers. You know, the Deadly Monarch butterfly.
So he's about this. So he's like this big. He's a cool little. This thing was
That is
worth the
pretty cool.
purchase, to be honest.
That's pretty cool.
So that's all I got. That's it.
Yeah, that Andy said they used him in the Deke cartoon.
Okay.
So that came later on after Sunbow Productions.
All right.
All right. So that's it. One thing from you. Wow.
Just one. Yeah, I'm
right.
slowing down here.
Today.
All right. Hey, Ernie, how about we go out to you, man? Oh, sorry. Cutting into your happy hour. Didn't want to cut into your happy hour
I
here.
say cheers to you, sir. Cheers.
All right, so, so I got a video coming out tomorrow.
You're still cracking on your microphone, by the way.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
There you go.
So tomorrow I got a video releasing, and it's related to the Curse of the Golden Skull. It's gonna be my headquarters that I'm gonna be using before my main character goes out on the expedition. So look out for that. I picked up some things for the
Golden Skull?
for the diagram. Yeah, some skulls
Nice.
and bones. And then this is the character that I'm going to do as my main character. So I got him on a 30 POA, and I'm going to use this man of action. I'm going to go ahead and restore him. So he's going to be my main character. And then, of course, I have to use Jeff's awesome suit that he gifted me.
Very
So that's
cool.
going to be with some black boots. He's going to have a belt, and he's going to have a couple weapons.
Ernie, by the way, Jeff told me to tell you to send that shirt and pants to me.
Oh, did he really?
You weren't supposed to get that.
And by the way, that's Jeff's mom's outfit.
Yeah.
Not Jeff's.
That's true.
I think Jeff just buys the material. That's about as much as Jeff does to those outfits. His mom does everything else.
So I was in my storage and I pulled out this baby.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Oscar Goldman.
Nice box.
Never been open.
Yeah.
yeah, that's nice.
I got the Bionic Man somewhere in there too.
On Creature Features last Friday night, they showed the Bionic Man and Woman Getting Married movie.
And then I put him together, Paul.
Ah, nice. I don't think
Yeah,
I've ever
he's
dressed him all
great.
up.
He's great. He's got a lot of little things you gave him.
I love that backpack. Even though it was hard, it wasn't soft. It was
Yeah, no, he's cool, man. He's cool. And
Nice
then
job.
oh, hold on. There's somebody at the door. Hold on.
Oh,
you
shit.
shit me.
Oh, hey, how could you be over there in Virginia and then over here in my house? No way. How did you do that, Paul?
When did that happen?
Check out those guns on
I know, man.
Look at that,
Well,
man.
Wow.
I usually
Wow,
don't wear
he's working
those.
out.
Hi. Look at that.
He
Showing off
didn't
his
look that good in
biceps.
Kentucky.
I was gonna say, man, I put
You
on a
working
little
out?
muscle since then.
Hey,
man.
hey, Ernie, we're not supposed to be showing Paul's likeness anymore on the screen.
Yeah,
Just so you know.
I haven't given you my permission for that.
Yeah, you haven't. He hasn't, okay? Just so you know.
That's right. We were talking about that, right? Hey,
Damn.
it's fair game now. It's in my hand.
That looks like an Andy and Indy head, is it?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And thanks to Andy, he sent me one.
He does a great job on those, man.
He is awesome. He is awesome.
Moondog, he said I'm
Uh,
packing. I'm definitely packing in that. That's
So that's it on my zoo.
awesome. Scooter J's laughing his ass off because he knows I'm not that big. I look like
Yeah, so that's
Angela.
it for me.
All right, buddy. All right, Padre, what you got?
Okay, well, I'll start from new to the oldest. So I can finally show this now. This is the Third Son books.
Air
Going to be
Force?
the pilot dress uniform that they're going to be selling. I don't believe it's going to be available at Cotswold, but he will have it on his site. Just kind of show you what it looks like a little bit better there. The eagle and the bars that go on the top are available at Cotswold and also Third Son Books. The hat was a vintage hat. I just painted it and made it because I didn't have one. As you can see, that's an old Marine hat. So I kind of just did it, but it's the same way. And you can get the shirt is just a regular chambray shirt, from a sailor, and then the tie is available at Cotswold. So just wanted to show that. It's a nice looking uniform set.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and then I picked this up from a fellow Joe collector here in Michigan, and let me pull it up. Drag bike.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Yeah, so it had a broken handlebar, and he also pointed me to a auction on eBay, and I did pick it up. So
Wow.
it made it complete.
Awesome.
That's
Very
one that I
Paintwork
don't
and
have.
everything too. So really nice. It rolls really good, and nothing else is broken on it. And it's all original. I
Very
didn't
cool.
redo anything on that.
Nice.
So I'll replace the elastic on it so he can carry that.
Yeah.
And then while I was out
because
in
when
the,
you have a drag bike, you want to strap it to your back.
while it's hot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's practical.
and then while I was out in the wild, I thought I saw this sitting at one of the sales, and
Oh,
I
cool.
thought, it's just another Anniversary Joe, and so I picked it up, and then to my surprise, it was actually a very rare Paul Knapp Snow White figure. This is the transgender.
Is that what that is?
version?
I-
Yeah, there was a limited. From what I understand, I looked it up. It was like 4, I think, were ever made actually.
wow.
And
Geez, that Snow White's got some guns too.
I was gonna say, at least I didn't lose my arms. I kept my arms. In that.
Got some guns too. Yes.
Yeah. Very
So-
nice.
Yeah, it's quite a special find. I'm telling you. So
Oh man.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Fuck. I'm gonna
That
screw,
could've
screw
worked
you
out
guys.
perfect.
Dan, if you pull out a bigger than me,
Pow! Pow! Ah!
fuck.
Oh boy.
And everybody in the chat room is just jumping on board. They're all
Jeez. I got some house cleaning things to do here. I'm currently filming a video on how to make some of my fir trees. So hopefully that'll be up fairly shortly here. Got that. I've done some filming for this snowboard rally. So I've been doing that. That's been fun and exciting. And I am working on putting Carl Butcher back together and putting it as a video on YouTube. And that forced me to put all the parts together, and I put together Carl number 3. So it's the Carl with the adventure gear trench coat. This is when if you guys remember the very beginning of Carl, he was wearing a trench coat, and so that's all right there. So I put that together. So keep an eye out for all that stuff, all the exciting stuff. And then I thought we'd do some little cool adventuring. So
You're
I
not gonna
dug
read
this out.
anything tonight, are you?
No.
Okay.
But I got something cool. I got the radiation detection figure.
Nice.
Oh.
So there's
wow.
that. There he is, and
Very
it's
nice.
cool. He's got his green goggles here.
Very clean.
Yes. Well, this is actually a repro body. This is
No, the
this
outfit.
is the outfit. Yeah, the outfit's very nice. He's got his nice little kicky little plastic white belt there and black boots and his very cool little
Yeah.
grabber thing.
that radiation detection's missing. Were you at my
No.
house again?
Yeah.
And then inside this,
Yeah.
it comes with every one of these things. It comes with
little
now,
glow.
everybody in the chat, don't worry. I mean, it's cool. I've had it tested. There's no problem here. But it all comes with a little piece of radioactive material. So I want to show that to you right there.
The glow rock.
So yeah, so it's
Yes.
it's really it's really good. And
Is your hair falling out?
crap. What the
Oh shit.
shit?
Nice.
Not again. Paul.
Are you done?
Oh, he's
Is
done.
there any
You
more?
might want to go to. You might want to go to see the hospital after this.
Oh,
show's over.
man. They told me this would protect me.
Right.
Till you take it out of the canister.
You see everything on this show, you know?
Jeez.
I'm
Falling
surprised.
Harry
I'm surprised
and
there's still
Paul.
people watching in the chat room.
Oh.
I thought they'd be gone by now. Especially after you pulled out Trans Paul there. I
Yeah,
thought
Boom! Boom!
God dang, man. I'm looking in the green room. Chris is still there. He hasn't run off yet, so that's a good sign. Man, he's still laughing his ass off, though. So.
He thinks he's getting paid for this. So
I know. Yeah.
joke's on him.
And they asked me why I drink. So,
Well,
without further ado, we might as well add one more.
Social.
We might as well add
Social.
one more guy to this. Social. I got
Social.
water. Screw your social. After you picked on me like that, I ain't socialing with you, man.
Oh.
This is Mr. Chris Rossman, everybody.
Welcome.
What's up, Chris?
Thank you.
Hey, Chris.
I don't know if I could do this now because after Trans Paul came out, I'm not seeing out of this eye. I'm blind in one eye. Damn.
Welcome to the madhouse.
All right. Well,
Sorry you had to be here on this night, Chris.
that was rough.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
It happens.
you know, for the folks that follow me on Facebook or whatever, you know, Skull Outpost is a high-tech Joe Outpost laboratory. And I think this is really appropriate for this time of year because, you know, every high-tech laboratory ends up producing its Frankenstein, its disaster, its monster. So over here, you see I have on the slab here, I got a sheet. And if one of you guys in the background there could provide me with the it's alive, it's alive, we can kind of do this. Can somebody do that for me?
It's alive. It's alive.
It better not be a Paul
And
doll.
there it
That's
is.
all I'm saying. How the hell did you get one? How did you
Well,
get one?
Paul lives. Paul lives.
a guy you know named Andy.
You know what, Andy? I'm gonna.
See, he sent me his ideas, so I had his brain here. And then from Andy's brain was first born, you know, this.
Yeah.
And then we grew the rest of it.
Yeah. Okay.
As you see, there's torsos being made over there. So
I see that. Yeah.
Oh
Well,
boy.
dude,
That is too funny, man.
I could have sworn Andy told me he stopped making those. He said I only made 4 or 5, and that was it. Now,
No, yeah. Well,
apparently everybody has one.
100. 4 or
I
5.
don't
have one.
100.
I
know
I don't
people-
have one. What's going on?
I know people aren't requesting my head, so he's just sending them out.
Yeah, I had a great conversation with him on instant message. I'd never went back and forth with him before. What a great,
Oh, yeah.
nice guy. And, you know,
Super.
we talked about this and everything. And I said, yeah, thank you, Andy. It's like, that's like giving a guy at war ammo. That was beautiful.
Obviously, Paul, I was not in on any of this.
Yeah, no. So, hey, Chris, before we get started with your man cave here, why don't you give us a little background about yourself, maybe how you started collecting, how long you've been collecting, what your first Joe was?
First, I mean, as a kid, I had an aunt that worked for Hasbro. I had just about everything. And like a lot of guys growing up, all of a sudden, you know, this certain stage hit where, yeah, I wanted to put the stuff away, but my dad was like, you can't have dolls in the house, you know, kind of thing. And all my stuff got given away to younger relatives and stuff. And then about 5 years ago, my wife, we got talking about different things from childhood and all that. And she was saying to me, whenever we talk about like our own childhood, I'm always talking about G.I. Joe. So about 5 years ago for my birthday, she got me this guy right here. And he came in the blue jumpsuit and he came with the turbocopter. And when she first gave it to me, I was like, that's so cool. I don't want to just put it up. So I said, I'll make a little diorama and just, you know, have it on display. And that was the first piece of Skull Outpost, this right here. And the top and bottom were made from those, when you get those chocolates that have the booze in them and they look like little booze bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Those were the trays that held those. And then, I built a little shelf and got the dowels and all that. And I had it sitting up on the shelf. And I start looking on social media and I see that folks are like creating storylines and making slideshows and video. And I said, that looks like fun. So I did my first little one, put it up, it was, like I said, like 5 years ago, had some sound effects and some lights flashing like he was being attacked. And I liked it. And then from there, I started saying, we got to expand this. And there's actually a bottom floor that I'll tilt this later. And I decided I wanted to make everything. So I went to the local craft store and I got that. And I went through all the old TV channel things that were going to get thrown out and other electronics we had that was going to get thrown out. Took the circuit boards out, made the computers, made the instruments and everything. Got one of those Foot Locker conversion kits over there, and with an old Foot Locker did that. Down at the bottom, I'm going to tilt this. See if I can do this without dumping the whole thing. Down at the bottom there, that's like the motor pool, and I have.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, thank you. And I have down there different vehicles and stuff. And then what I did was the one wall down there is just that green styrofoamy stuff that people do like flower arranging with, fake flowers.
Yep.
And I put pins in there, and I got all different rifles and stuff hanging up, and I had that lined with lights. And what I've been doing lately is I take a group of photos, and I have an app. I found this free app where I put in special effects. The phone makes a slideshow, and I put that up on about 10 different sites. And then after that, I'll put the stills up because I find some folks like to look at the stills, and they either give me some nice comments, or they give me great ideas. They turn around and say, hey, next time you could do this or this or this. And I'm kind of hitting the point where I got to get better with the technology before I'm going to move up into better things. Because you couldn't see it on the show, but earlier, as you guys know, my wife had to come in and help set me up with this because, I'm like, she's a tech whiz and she's a math major and all that. And I'm like, so, if we ever have to make a fire in the woods, I can do that. But if it's surviving in the real world, hey, hon, how do you do this?
Yeah, right. So, I'm going to bring everybody in here so we can start pinging away and ask some questions of your brother. And anybody in the chat room has anything specific for Chris, just type it in there and I'll bring it up. So who wants to go first? Who wants to?
Before that,
wait.
Paul, can we just?
I forgot. You said you did have something to show.
Yes, Alex came by and he brought me.
So Alex is Alex Massey. Everybody in the chat
Alex
room
Massey.
from last week, he was our guest.
Yes, he came in and brought me the exclusive that's going to be sold at Joe Lanta, and it's going to be called Operation Desert Scorpion, and it'll come with a paper that gives you your whole mission and equipment list and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to pull all this apart because he showed that last week, but the thing I wanted to give everybody a little tease about was, if you watched last week, remember he said there's some stuff in the red cooler?
Yep. Yeah, he said, but he wasn't going to open it up. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what's in there, but all I'm going to say is don't open it in front of a federal agent.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. But what
you won't lose your hair, will you?
Yeah, right.
You won't lose your hair, and if you did, you wouldn't care. But what Alex did that, I'll be honest with you, really kind of touched my heart was my aunt that worked for Hasbro, and I have not yet figured out if this was just something she did or something Hasbro did for employees back in the day. She would send me, or I would get in the mail after I joined the Adventure Club and got the medallion and the certificate and all that. I would get these envelopes, and they were the big, manila envelopes, and the big maps in there, and a mission and things to do with my Joes, and sometimes some guns and some stray uniforms and stuff. And like I said, I don't know if that was just her or what, because I was little and I lost her in my life while I was little. So anyway, he brings this stuff over today in this.
Classified.
And all of a sudden my heart leaped back to childhood. And then here's this. And then he types out this entire, and I'm not going to, it's an entire scenario mission, mentioning me in here all the time as, Agent Chris Rossman of the Adventure Team and all that. And I'll tell you what, it's funny, it's this, but it touched my heart because it threw me right back to when I was a little boy, and I would hear the mailman come to the front door, and he'd say to my mother, I have a communication here from G.I. Joe headquarters, and I have to put this directly in his hands because I grew up in this cute little town. And this guy did this for me. I get like maybe one every other month. Every single time he would do this. Didn't matter if it was pouring outside or what. He would come and he would bring that up to the door. This can only go to Chris.
That's cool memories there, man.
That's
awesome.
and
cool.
that will flood it back when he did that. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. Yeah.
So did he have a box yet? Because he said he was going to making up a box for that figure.
He had said to me that's getting finished up. So,
Okay.
Yeah. The
Cool.
packaging's still getting finished up. So.
Very cool. Very cool.
But I just wanted to get that out there because, man, that hit me like a flood. That was like unbelievable.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, cool.
Ernie, Dan, Rick, what you guys got?
So,
Stacy?
so Chris,
Mhm.
I'll start off with a question.
Yep.
So Chris, how many of the toys of your childhood survived with you?
Sad to say, none.
None. Okay.
None. Sad to say, none. I thought about them a lot, and like I said, that's what led to my wife getting me that first one 5 years ago. And yeah, I mean, because God, now it really kills me because I had everything.
Yeah.
I guess she got a discount, and it was just.
So is
Chris.
that when you started back up again? Was 5 years ago? Is that when the collecting started?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
This boot is the only thing I have left from my childhood.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay.
Congratulations, Dan.
Okay.
Some of us have nothing. Okay.
That's what I said.
So, Chris, let me ask you a
I
question.
feel, I, feel I can understand Chris. I did the same thing. I came home one day, all of it was all
Thanks,
gone.
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the
Yeah.
time we grew up in.
Yep.
Sure.
So, Chris, what year was that when your aunt was giving you stuff?
Let's see. I was born in '63, and I was probably 6 or 7 years old. So it would
So
have
right
been
around 70.
Yeah, it would have been in that. Yeah, it would have been in that bracket.
What did she do for Hasbro? Do you know?
Well, see, that's another thing too. Is I'm not exactly sure. I think that she was a sales rep. She was one of these folks. She was not really my aunt. She was a good friend of my mother's.
Oh,
okay. And I called her aunt, and she was a very she had diabetes very seriously. She didn't last long, and most of my memory of her is from that early childhood like that. We were already out of contact, or she had passed. I'm not sure. Probably by the time I was 10 or 11, or maybe even younger.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
But very cool to get that stuff though, like that. I mean,
Yeah, like
right?
I said, I was a kid, so I'd get that envelope, and I'd open that envelope up. If there was a return address and it was hers, I wouldn't have even noticed.
So tell us about your photo stories and your pictures, and
Okay.
how you develop these. And
A lot of imagination. My most recent one that I did, my bigger one, was I took Captain Action and a character that I have. He's down below, Steve Rogers, who I traded him out, of course, with Captain America. And what we had gotten, we ordered for Thanksgiving. We ordered a turducken. We haven't had a turducken in quite a few years. And it came in this white cooler, which is not white anymore.
okay,
And what I did was I obviously painted it. I cut out, let me move this over here. I got to orient myself. There we go. I cut out this square area that can drop out. And I cut out a circular area that can drop out. And the two photo shoots I've done with it so far was I described this as Captain Action and the Steve Rogers were sent to this scene where there was a monolith had appeared overnight. I was thinking of some of those kooky monoliths that were happening in the news a while back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they laser this open, and boy, that was a pain in the neck special effect to work with, because when you look at it, it looks like lasered and smoked and all that. The app didn't have a laser, so what they were actually were the lightsabers from Star Wars, and where each one ended was the handle. I picked up the beam of the next one, So I got rid of all the handles. So it looked like it was glowing red all around where the rectangle was cut. Yeah. And then to make it, to thinking of another thing that I heard about years ago, when they open it up, they find the mummy sarcophagus and they find the golden Buddha going across two cultures. Back in the 50s, when they opened that cave in the Grand Canyon and then kind of covered it all up, because they found in the same cave in the Grand Canyon a sarcophagus and relics from Tibet.
No.
So who knows?
That's cool.
Who knows? But I thought, hey, I can do a similar kind of thing. Now, the other thing that I did with this was I did one where my Hulk figure has punched this circle out, and he's going after Captain America. And that was only a few stills because I really wanted to focus on the explosion of him busting through the wall. So I tried crumbling up some leaves, throwing it, and taking the pictures while it was coming down. Dirt, I didn't like the idea of dirt because I was like, yeah, I don't want to screw up my figures. Instant coffee.
Yep. Yeah.
Throw it up, let it come down, and so it looked like the smoke of like concrete breaking and busting through.
Oh,
Nice.
Very cool.
So I was
Good idea.
real happy with that.
Wow. And you didn't have to use your oven, right? Like, right?
yeah. Stay away from the oven. Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever used your oven to take pictures? That's what I want to know.
No,
Chris?
that
No?
sounds interesting. I can
Yeah,
think of some
yeah.
things you would
Oh,
do
yeah,
with
it's a
that.
great
Rick
backdrop.
will tell you all about it behind stage.
Oh, yeah. So, Chris, how did you get into Captain Action?
I had a Captain Action as a kid,
Oh,
and I had a few of the outfits. I just thought he was so cool how, he could be any superhero and everything. And in all honesty, I really liked the Captain Action uniform, probably better than even the other things he dressed up in. And last year at Joe Lanta, I had no intention of getting a Captain Action. And I even said to my wife, I will never, ever go down the Captain Action rabbit hole.
Why they say
just like-
never, say never.
Well, just like when I say to my wife, honey, I'm not going into Home Goods. No, I am not going into Home Goods. No, I'm not. So when we went into Home Goods,
Right?
but I couldn't beat the price. He's in great shape. I got him right now flying around in the adventure team thing there from Cotsworth.
Oh, Cotswold? Yeah.
Cotswold, Cotswold.
Yep.
And I think for the most part, I'm going to just kind of keep. I got a couple outfits. I had to get Green Hornet and Kato because I was a big fan of that show. And being in martial arts, I mean, Kato was Bruce Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Should have been called the Kato Show. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Kato all the way. Kato
That's
all
funny
the way.
because Andy and Indy asked, when are you going to start doing some martial arts videos with your Joes?
I actually have a bunch of stills that I did a few years ago with a black background and fish and wire for jumping kicks and everything. And I think what I have to start doing is today, a matter of fact, I went on my own Facebook page and hit photos and went to albums. And as I started looking at my Joe album, I realized, I got some stuff I should probably put out again because I got a lot of stuff. I mean, I got a lot of.
You need one of these if you're going to do that.
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's cool.
I love
Man of Asia, and then put him in the Kung Fu outfit
that's
for the
nice.
adventure team.
That's nice. Look at that. The shoes are perfect. Everything. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
everybody
Or you can
was
use
kung
this guy,
fu.
too.
Do I have a phone call? That's my ringtone. I thought I had a phone call.
He's the
Nice.
Falcon.
Okay.
Lone Samurai. That's
I
what he's
like the
called.
hair, man.
Nice.
Dude,
And
comes
we got
with
a lot of
a,
people
um,
asking for karate vids in the chats here. So
Oh yeah. Then, you know what? I'll have to put up my my old photos because they were probably up. Oh hell, maybe 3-4 years ago. So yeah, I'll have to look through some of my stuff again.
So now, are you more of an adventure team guy or more of a military collector guy?
I'm probably more of an adventure team guy, though I do like having military episodes and mixing some of that in. I did some stuff with some. I have a big fire pit I built in the backyard, and I did some photos a couple years ago with explosions and the guys in their military gear and gunfire and all that. But I'm probably more adventure team.
Yeah.
Probably more adventure team. There's just so much more I can do with it.
I agree.
Dan, is there?
Captain Action right here, man. Captain Action right here.
Nice.
He's
Coming soon to a video near you.
Where did Rick go? We just lost Rick.
I think you went to go get some Kung Fu guys, probably.
We just dropped
So
out.
Chris, in your man cave, are you surrounded by figures, or how many figures do you have?
My big focus is Skull Outpost. On the wall that you can't see over here, I have some of the Marvel Legends folks. And then, of course, everything in my house gets infiltrated by martial arts. So there's a sword rack with some swords. And
cool.
In my last career that I just retired from, I actually had my own line of knives that I designed for. And my first knife that I had designed and was sold to the public and everything, I have that in a shadow box up on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
I would mention where I worked and retired from, but they were so unprofessional when I put in for my retirement that
That's fine. So how did you and Alex become friends and run into each other?
Alex was working for me in that establishment.
Oh, okay.
And first of all, we hit it off because, and I'm just speaking in this case as a boss, Alex was an incredible employee. I mean, just above and beyond the Call of Duty on every level. And so we started talking, and all of a sudden it was like, well, I got a GI Joe, and I don't remember how much I had at that time. And he was like, well, let me tell you about it. And all of a sudden I was like, whoa, this guy's my GI Joe sensei.
So you didn't know Alex was in the GI Joe world really until that?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Yeah. Yeah. He what would it be? Probably 1 or 2 towns over. He lives close by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you have much of your personal collection boxed up, or what we're seeing is
This is from the bottom part that you can't see going up is what I have so far. It's slow because, like I said, I like making all of this different stuff, and I'm slowly adding and getting more stuff, because I'm trying to keep what would be the word? I'm trying to keep a theme in mind.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
So I've gone very slowly with collecting stuff. So in 5 years, this is what I have so far. But I think what's starting to happen, and my wife is watching this in the other room in case I have technical difficulty. She's watching it on the TV. But I think there's going to end up being like more shelves, and I'm going to start just going for, hey, I got to have this one and this one, and put this one over here.
In about 5 seconds, you're going to see Donna come running in here. Just let everybody know.
She's going to unplug you.
Yeah, because
Yep.
I'm looking.
You said what?
I've been looking at other people's stuff, and like I see you guys in the background with Rosa got, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to independent now.
So did you have a favorite toy growing up as a kid? I mean, was it G.I. Joe or was it something else?
Oh, no, it was definitely G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
It was definitely, I was one of those kids where, if we went on vacation, I had to take at least a Joe with me and enough equipment that I felt like he was camping out with us on the vacation.
Yeah.
I was an only child, and a lot of times Joe was my best friend. I mean, there wasn't, I lived in an area of New Jersey that was not in suburban sprawl yet. It was really kind of a one-horse town when I was a kid. So like if other kids weren't around or whatever, you had to find a way to entertain yourself because there wasn't nothing. I mean, there was nothing.
Yeah.
So you were born in '63. So you're not the military Joe. You like the E38.
Well, I started out with military Joes. I had the it was like a canvas carry box that you opened up, and there was a gate that came down, a black and white gate. I forget what that was called. It was military Joe, and it looked like this. It was vinyl, and it looked like.
Oh yeah, the vinyl case. That wasn't Hasbro.
Combat
though.
Joe, probably.
Yeah,
Combat Joe. Yeah.
Okay. And I had the motorcycle and sidecar. I had the blue jet.
Oh, geez, Panther Jet. Yeah.
Nice.
I had the Jeep with the light and the case on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and then I had like the different package kits. Like I had the first aid one that came with the stretcher and the IV and the bandages and all that. And I had the bomb detecting one that had the battery and they put the wand over the middle plate and the light comes on.
The mine detector.
I had a big collection.
I had that myself.
A lot of stuff.
And all went to Goodwill, huh?
Burns my beans when I think about it now.
Or some garage sale one day when.
That hurts, man. That hurts to hear.
Uh-huh.
I was fortunate. I have most of my toys from childhood.
That's wonderful. That's a blessing. Yeah. Wonderful.
So you mentioned you have Marvel Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Any so you're into the 6-inch scale stuff. Any G.I. Joe classifieds?
No.
You're not into that, or
no? I haven't gotten into that yet. The Marvel ones that I have are like about yay big.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whatever is that? Is that
the 6-inch or the 3 3/4?
3 3/4, right? Yeah, they're probably like 4-inch.
Yeah.
The 3
3 3/4.
I don't have a lot. I have Wolverine because I'm a big Wolverine fan, and I have the ones that were in the original Marvel group, the Defenders.
Yeah.
And then last year at Jolanta, I picked up from the comic Mr. Fix-It and Patch.
Oh yeah,
the Hulk and the Wolverine with the patch. I picked those up because
the Hulk is my favorite. What's your favorite? What's your favorite Marvel character?
Wolverine.
Okay. Cool.
I got my own claws and everything.
Yeah.
On my Facebook site, every Wednesday is Wolverine Wednesday, and there's a picture of me doing something with claws on.
There you go. Cool deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't listen to Rick. Don't go down that classified rabbit hole, man. Or anything 1/18 scale, because he got me started on that shit now.
Yeah, or 132 scale.
Yeah. Oh well, that's different. That's different, Ernie.
Yeah, we can do that.
But yeah, compared to you guys, I'm a newbie. I put a lot of my focus into just putting this together, and now I think I'm ready to start expanding. But this was just something that the ideas kept coming, and I didn't want to lose them. So
but you're doing more like world building. I mean, you got a thing going there. I just have shelves. I just have shelves with Joes on them. I mean, I don't. You're world building.
Well, like cool. I said to you guys about that. Let me get this over here. Hang on. I made 2 of these. Okay, this was a piece of a frame that was in a box. It's that recycled paper that holds your TV or whatever in the box. I had 2 of these that I made, and I would put a really big spider coming out the hole. And in that second slideshow that I did, Kingdom of the Spider 2, where the Joes come back now, because I had in the first Kingdom of the Spider where Joe got bit, and I had him with ketchup on him. He was bleeding, and all that other kind of all that kind of stuff. Well, they come back with flamethrowers and everything. So I set the Joes up with special effects. I put in like they're flamethrowing this, but then the other one I really set on fire and got some great photos. So that slideshow came out really, really good. Because I mean, you can only keep a prop so long. Okay, so I'll probably do a Kingdom of the Spider 3 and think of a creative way to get rid of this one, and then I'll move on to something else again.
What do you have sticking on the outside? The green and orange stuff. What is it?
The spiders.
Oh, those are the spiders. Oh, okay.
Spiders. But coming out of the hole, I got a couple different big ones that big
okay.
Ones, that I would put, and sometimes I would photograph them in a way so they would look even bigger up against the Joe.
Chris, where are you posting your pictures?
Oh, a lot of stuff. I post on first of all my Facebook page. They'll always appear there. I send them to Adventure Team headquarters, Adventure Team, The Adventure Continues, Axis of Awesome, G.I. Joe Mania. There's one that's just for all different, I forget what it's called, but it's just fans of all different kinds of action figures. If Captain Action's in it, I also put it on the Captain Action site. There's about 10 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Very cool. That's very cool.
So, Chris, where do you see the 1/6 scale happening in the next 5-10 years?
With you mean what I'm
Just
doing
a
personally,
hobby.
or just in
No,
general?
just the hobby itself. I mean, I know you go to Joe Lanta. You've been to a couple shows. Do you see it increasing, decreasing, staying the same?
Last year when I was at Jolanta, now granted that was the first show I was ever at, I
Oh,
was surprised at how many younger people I saw there. I really expected to go there and see, mostly folks my age, because I just figured, like, I don't really know out there who remembers these things, you know?
Yeah.
But there was a lot of younger people there, and though there is, I mean, there's things there other than Joe. I got thinking about it more last week's show when Alex had mentioned that Toy Lanta is open up to all kinds of toys, and Joe Lanta is more specific to like the Joe kind of thing.
Yeah.
And since I saw a lot of young people at the Joe thing, I guess it kind of, it was like a good feeling, because I mean these were great toys. They're imaginative play, which is, I was also a school teacher for 25 years, and I'm glad to hear from friends of mine that are still teaching. I was an elementary teacher, that they're starting to realize how important imaginative play is for kids, not just like looking at a screen where everything happens for them, where they have to take things and move them and use their imagination and maybe pile up some rocks or whatever the case may be. It's just it's good all around. It's just healthy.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we went to Kentuckiana, and I don't know, Rick. What was your take on it? Did you see a lot of younger kids, or the younger kids were mostly into the different scales?
I can't remember seeing a lot of young people.
Yeah.
No, it seemed like, of course, I was, I'm like this, looking at all the tables.
Yeah.
Didn't really pay attention. So
The younger kids that I saw, I thought were mostly going for the classified stuff, or the 3 3/4, not so much the 1/6 scale.
Yeah, everything is 112 right now.
That's what I was looking for, classified stuff.
Yeah.
Well, 1/6 is it is a challenge, because you got to make everything so darn big.
Right.
It makes me,
it is.
I think back to my, like, when I was a kid, one of my favorite shows was the Thunderbirds, and those things were even bigger. Those puppets.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Can you imagine like the work that went into making that stuff? Because I mean, they were big.
Well, the other thing too about a lot of the 112 stuff is caught up. The quality is so good now. It's not like it was. You talk about the old GI Joes from the 80s. Compare that stuff to today, even in the same scale. I mean, the technology has grown so much, and the quality is so great. So it's cheaper for these companies to make that stuff. And
Even so, the 112, man, they're expensive. I mean,
Nah.
all toys are nowadays.
6-inch figure now for $30, and it's one of the
Oh yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
Deluxe figures. You're paying close to $40 for those. I think they're way too expensive. Like, Mattel is much more reasonable, I think, for figures compared to Hasbro.
Yeah, but the quality's not the same.
No, I agreed.
Yeah.
But I think, because you guys were asking about the life of the 1/6, and we've talked about it all the time, and I think it's dying out, because the only thing that they offer for 1/6 is Hot Toys. Not that many people can afford that. Definitely not kids. I think if they could figure out a way, like, put it this way, Spin Master was making 12-inch multi-articulated plastic figures for $10, $12 for the longest time. And I think they're still around $14. I think if they could figure out a way to market and lower the price for these things, I think they could save the 1/6 scale. In my opinion, I don't know. You guys might think different.
Well, Hasbro just moved their headquarters from Providence to Boston.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happened, what that's all about. Why they're doing that. We may just have to be patient. They may come up with something. Things always change and go around. But I mean, there's 1/6 stuff out there. You just have to go look for it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I buy a lot of stuff that comes from overseas. Or if
but I mean, we're talking about walking into Walmart and seeing stuff. I think those days are over for.
Well, there's, I see.
It's all geared to
I see 1/6 scales, but it's like five
Oh yeah,
points
the hard plastic
articulation.
stuff. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, so it's which is going back to the old
Yeah.
Defender days. So the blow molded figures. But I totally agree with Chris on getting kids into play because, like I said, I was waving around my Angel figure here, and it's like from X-Men, and my God, this was $35 for this thing.
Yeah.
It's like I said this a couple weeks ago when I showed it, I wouldn't give it to a kid to play.
Hey, Chris, I
know?
asked you about what you think of the scale right now and the toys. What's your take? I saw you had that one piece from Cotswold 3D printed.
Mhm.
What's your take on 3D printing stuff for 1/6 scale?
For effects and background and diorama, I mean, I think it's great. It photographs great. I'll tell you what, I mean, I might embarrass myself saying this, but that particular one, that was hard, man. That was not easy to put that together. A lot of pieces. You kind of have, like, sometimes some of the things, like, you got to hold them for a while till they dry because they're not going to stay together. They're kind of challenging to put together. It takes some time, but when it's done, it's really worth it. I mean, the stuff looks good. It looks really good. Prices on that kind of stuff, I think eventually should go down because it just seems like that kind of technology, when you can print it out, you know what I mean? Like televisions, for example, that's a technology that went down because it's not that hard for them to make anymore. So I'm thinking like the cutout fold up stuff, though it's not crazy now, but I think that could be something that could become maybe like super reasonable down the road. And I think as 3D printers get better and better and they get easier and easier to actually make the 3D printer, then I think that kind of thing will come down too. So I don't know. I try to be positive. I think there's always hope. There's always something that may.
Yeah, I think you're right, Chris, because there's a channel called The Casual Crafter, and he just reviewed a 3D printing machine for $100.
Whoa.
I mean, if people can just buy this machine for $100, you're going to see a lot of people making their own things, and they're going to probably make it and start putting them on Etsy or eBay. I think 3D printing is going to be revolutionary, especially now that the prices are going down.
Yeah, but for $100, you're not going to get any kind of a quality printer. It'll break down, clog up, and you won't be able to print the stuff that you can do with a better printer.
I know, but before they used to be $400 just to get into it.
Very true.
So now just to get into it, just to make some simple things till you get better.
You can do simple things with it, and then you have to look at the cost of resin or filament.
Stuff that Andy and Jeff and all them make. I mean, it's
going to be the people designing the stuff, and you're
the
purchasing
CAD work. That's
design.
Right. That's what costs the money.
It's not going to be you buying and designing
the time that
the whole thing is going to be creating 1/6 scale stuff, and then then you can print it out.
Absolutely.
And if you have a legit guy designing it, I mean, I don't think your screw ups are going to be as bad. Your fails. So.
Hey, Chris, do you have any holy grail that you're searching for this weekend at Joe Lanta?
Well, I'm hoping to maybe find a.
Oh wait, is Donna listening still?
Oh yeah, no.
Sorry, wrong question. Where are you taking your wife to dinner this weekend? I forgot that.
Anywhere she wants.
She watches this on the smart TV in the other room.
Holy Grails are $9.99.
Yeah, right.
No, seriously, I mean, is there anything in particular you're looking for? Hope to find this weekend?
It's like when the guy dies and his wife wants to sell his guns, and she goes, "Oh, you can buy them all for $100." He told me that's what he got them for.
Yeah, right.
I'm hoping to find a Rat Patrol style Jeep.
The tan one,
the nice big machine gun on the back. That's my holy grail that I'm looking for. But other than that, I'm kind of going with a real open mind because I learned my lesson from last year when I came home with Mr. Fix-It, Patch, and Captain Action that you never know what may happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, cool,
Absolutely.
man. Awesome. We're getting to the top of the hour here, man. This is when Rick's medication usually kicks in, so I don't want to keep him up too late. You're on our time frame though, right? You're East Coast time frame, right?
Yeah.
Chris, I just picked this up for $25.
Oh, you're gonna tease him with that.
Look at that.
Got the guns on the back.
$25.
$25.
25.
Nice.
The soldier of the world, right?
That's like a Rat Patrol.
No,
one.
that's
Right,
the
so-
Hasbro one. That's the Hasbro.
That's the Hasbro one.
Yes, this is the Hasbro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You
all
probably
you're
paid
missing are the-
$5 kid for that.
Yeah, all you're missing are the
Knocking
gas
down
tanks on
sugar from
the
it.
hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gas tanks are always missing.
Yeah,
on
there's a
those.
couple things missing.
It's a good Jeep, though. It's a cool
Yeah,
Jeep.
it's pretty much
It is.
exact.
Yeah,
You did
25
that to
bucks, not
tease
bad.
you there, Chris. That was a tease.
That'd be a hard deal to beat. Was that
It-
was
it
that like a
means you're
garage
gonna
sale or
find
something? Was
If
that like
you
at a
look,
garage
you'll
sale or
find
something?
one.
What's that?
Was that like at a garage sale or something? You got that?
Ernie, where'd you get it?
I found it on OfferUp.
Okay.
I
Wow.
found it on OfferUp.
Nice. Nice find.
Yeah, I was really surprised. The guy had it for a while, and he had reduced it from $60
Wow.
down to 30, and I offered him $25, and he took it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Nice.
had to, so I was waiting to get paid because he also has I think it's called the Greyhound tank.
Okay.
Yeah, and he has that. He'll let it go for $40, but he went to Tennessee for a vacation for a month. So when he gets back, I'm going to pick up the Greyhound.
Yeah, grab the Greyhound. That's a good price.
We
Yeah,
had
you can't beat that price. Yeah.
we had an antique store for quite a while in the area, and I used to love it because you go in there and he had this big bin, and it was GI Joe shirts, pants, boots, holsters. Anything in there was a dollar each, and I used to go in there like every 2 weeks when it looked like he kind of circulated new stuff, and it was. I have a ton of outfits and stuff. I got a lot of boots and clothes and all that. It was great. It was great. But unfortunately, that particular booth, the person either moved away or passed away or something, and that's not there anymore. But I got a lot of antique stores in the area, and I know sometimes I see some screaming deals on stuff, and yeah.
Talking about 3D printing, we got Sean Huckster that just joined us, and most of his stuff is at Cotswold. So you probably bought some of his stuff.
Isn't that Hopper in the back from his?
Your briefcase?
The hover
Yeah,
pod.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
his. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I love Cotswold stuff. I mean, I could go through his website and spend a fortune.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh God.
Hey, so I got to ask you one more question, and then we're going to go to the mayonnaise jar question, as we always do. So be prepared for that.
All
I
right.
hope you studied up on pretty much everything from Bigfoot to aliens. I just want to make sure.
I'm ready.
But hey, give us one good childhood memory. You know, something either doesn't have to be with your GI Joes, but playing outside. Favorite Christmas, favorite birthday, something.
A memory that stays out in my head. It was one of those rare times when like a whole load of kids from the neighborhood were able to get together. Everybody's schedule worked out. Everybody's parents could get them to whoever's house it was at. There had to be, I don't know, 15 or 20 of us. And a lot of us brought some big stuff. And we ended up with a setup playing Joe's. There was like 4 training towers and 6 mobile support units and 3 headquarters.
Awesome.
And, I mean, it was great. And we played all day. We were all like upset when we all had to pack it up and go home and stuff. And it was just, I mean, it was awesome. It was really awesome. And to top it off, that the house that we played at, the kid's dad was a sheet metal worker, and he had made for his kids. Now, this was custom made. He made this. They had an igloo in the backyard made out of sheet metal as their like tree house, but it wasn't a tree house. It's their, like, I guess, fort. You would call it their fort.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had Joe's going in and out of there and on top of it. And I mean, it was
That's
could have
cool.
been better.
It's awesome.
Like, you had a play date before play dates were invented, huh? It was like
Yeah, because
Right.
a lot of us were pretty far apart. Yeah.
yeah, that's cool, man. So.
That's cool.
All right. Well, if you watch my channel, you know what comes next, brother. This is a very important question. If you don't pass this question, you don't get back on the show. Okay. So,
Pressure's on.
did we decide? Is it Rick or Stacy? Who's okay? All right, Rick. Let him have it, buddy.
Ask your question now.
This is a
Ask
very
your-
special, Chris. I picked this question out specially for you. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's
go.
This might add to the show another 20 minutes with just your answer. So, Chris, going by your background, what do you think is the existential meaning of life and the universe from an Asian and martial arts concept of how we all look at our past and our future? Nah, I'm just kidding. That's not the
What
question.
the hell kind of question is that? That's
Damn it, I
You want the real question? You want the real question?
Well, Confucius says.
At first, I thought you were serious. I was like,
Yeah, I do too.
"Are you really going into this?"
No, I have a real mayonnaise question. You ready?
Jeez.
God.
That was
You
the
ready,
easy
Chris? You ready?
Chris was about to hang up.
Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris?
Oh God.
Oh, you're asking a
Okay.
karate expert, judo expert this?
one. All right. I actually have some pretty deep thought on this. Okay. First of all, I'm going to say Bruce Lee, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to say Bruce Lee. I studied with the late Joe Louis. Okay. And Joe Louis and Chuck Norris fought a few times. Chuck Norris, and I'm not taking anything away from him. He's a nice guy. He's a good martial artist. He's a good person, okay? He was a point fighter. Joe Louis was full contact fighter and was probably one of the best. Very powerful guy. If you don't know who that is, look him up. And when you just see some pictures of him, you'll be impressed.
Joe Louis, the white guy, not
Yes.
Joe Louis, the black guy.
Yes, absolutely, yes. And Joe Louis and Bruce Lee trained together quite a few times. And I remember Sensei Louis saying to me on more than one occasion that he said Bruce's speed was absolutely amazing. And now Joe ain't slow, okay? And he's telling me it was absolutely amazing. He also said Bruce Lee could throw fakes and fake you out across the room before he would even decide to hit you. Okay.
Wow.
The other thing is Bruce Lee was really a small, strong but small guy. Joe Louis was huge, and there is a couple times where it's on video event where Bruce hands Joe an award for whatever, and they shake hands, and Bruce shook Joe for a minute like he was a rag doll. So when you can be that kind of small, wiry, and speed, and have that kind of strength, and Bruce Lee fought people for real over in Hong Kong. Chuck Norris was a point fighter. There's not a real comparison. And again, I'm not knocking Chuck Norris. He's a good human being, wonderful guy, and super successful. Probably made more money making martial art movies than any martial artist in history. But we're looking at apples and oranges there. So my money would be on Bruce Lee with that. And if you brought Joe Louis into the circle, my money would be on Joe Louis. Let me put it to you like this: Joe Louis was 6 foot whatever and 200 and whatever pounds, whatever of totally ripped muscle. And anytime I ever squared off with Joe for a training or seminar, he was the only guy I ever got in front of that I just really wanted to turn around and run. I mean, I was afraid, okay? Because at 5'6", I'm set, I'm all coiled up in there, ready to go. And all of a sudden, Giant Joe, his eyes are on the same level as mine. So my first thought is, oh my God, all of that is coiled up and it's aimed at me.
Wow.
I totally agree with you, Chris. Bruce is the man.
Nice.
The martial arts wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for Bruce.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Chuck wouldn't be what he is if it wasn't for Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
True.
I think the
By the way, my dad studied with Chuck Norris in his
okay.
studio in Los Angeles.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what got me into martial arts was my dad.
So your dad then probably said a lot of the same things I did.
Yeah,
because
what happened is my dad was studying with Chuck's brother, Willie Norris. He's the one that actually had the studio. And then Willie went to Vietnam and got killed by a Vietnamese sniper.
Hmm.
So Chuck took over the studio, and then my dad studied for a short while with Chuck, and then we moved to another city, so we stopped there. But yeah,
because his brother Aaron did the stunts for Chuck in the movies.
Yeah.
So hey, Chris, before we let you go, can you tell people in the chat room where they can find you, your pictures and your videos or whatever? I know you don't have a YouTube channel yet, but
the Facebook, Chris Rossman. I have it's just up there on my name, Chris Rossman, and they send my site's public, but if they want to send me a friend request, and if they go to my page and they hit photos, and then the bar comes up that says albums. For GI, they'll see all my different albums, but they'll see the GI Joe, the one with the most pictures, just says GI Joe, has the black and red Adventure Team symbol. Then there's an album for last year's Joe Lanta, okay, and they'll see an icon for this year's because I have it ready to go for when I take pictures at this year's Joe Lanta.
Good. And hey, maybe Donna can get you hooked up on Instagram and. Maybe even create a YouTube channel for you. You
had to say that. She's been on my back to do a YouTube channel. So
hey, man,
it's going to happen.
We'll get you into the future, buddy. We'll get you into the future.
Because as soon as I walk out of this room, she's going to say, "You see, Paul Knapp says."
Well, if you got a Facebook account, you have an Instagram account. Yeah. So
I haven't messed with Instagram in years, but the YouTube thing she's been on my back about. Now she's going to, like I said, I'm going to walk out of this room and she goes, Paul Knapp says you should have a YouTube channel.
You can make money at it too. Hey, Chris, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. Anytime you want to come back, trust me, we'll kick Stacy off in a heartbeat, and you can take his place. All right. So, hey, don't forget about TST Toy Soldier Tuesday tomorrow night. We have a real pastor on, not a fake one like you, Padre. A real pastor on tomorrow night.
Hey,
like Toy Soldier, so
for you, but okay, that's fine.
We
Whatever.
We have Pastor Carl on tomorrow night, so you guys aren't going to want to miss that. And then next week there is no show on Monday or Tuesday because you guys will be at Joe Lanta, some of you, and I will be in Chicago at the Toy Soldier show. So we will catch up the week after. But
who's going to Joe Lanta?
Well, he is. Chris is.
Oh, okay. No,
Dan lives about an hour away. He should be going.
I've been silent on it, and the reason being is I'm having car problems, and I do not know if I'm gonna have it fixed by the time it comes around. All
right.
So I have it. That's why I've kept my mouth shut about going down because I don't know if I'll have my car.
We will be back on October 6th and 7th with the shows again. So until then, guys, have a great week. Chris, once again, thanks for joining us tonight, brother.
Thank you for having me,
Chris.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots.